Good evening, my dear friends. Today I want to tell you the tale of Taya and the Laizy lessons, narrated by Božena Dar. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Taya. She was smart, clever, and kind. But she had one tiny weakness. She didn't really like doing her homework. Every morning, Taya would promise herself, "Today I'll definitely do my homework right after school." But after lunch, something always seemed much more interesting, and homework was left for later. Here's how it would happen. Taya would come home, smiling, and tell her mom, "Mommy, I'll just play on the table for a little bit, and then I'll start my homework." But 1 hour turned into another as she built magical castles in Minecraft. Then she would remember mom's makeup and try giving her dolls glamorous new looks. Soon after, Taya would be sitting on the couch with her little sister, laughing and jumping while watching SpongeBob SquarePants. When evening came, Mom would gently peek into the room and say, "Taya, how about your homework?" Taya would frown at her notebooks and mumble, "Tomorrow morning, Mom, I'll promise, really." And so it went on until one night something magical happened. Taya fell asleep, once again promising herself she'd do it tomorrow, and found herself in a strange and twisted world. Here, clocks were ticking backwards. Every minute Taya had watched it turned into a giant mountain of homework. Notebooks twirled in the air and little voices whispered, "You promised to finish us. You said tomorrow." Taya tried to run, but the mountain only grew taller and taller. In panic, she cried out, "What should I do?" Just then, a gentle fairy appeared, the fairy of learning. She smiled warmly and said, "Don't be afraid, Taya. This world is just a reminder. Homework isn't as scary as it seems. Start with one small step. Finish one task, then another. And always remember, done today is much more powerful than I'll do it tomorrow." Taya nodded and woke up in her bed. The sun was just beginning to rise. Without waiting a second, she jumped out of bed, sat at her desk, and opened her notebook. At first, it felt a little boring, but after finishing her first task, Taya smiled brightly. This isn't so hard after all. From the day on, Taya tried to do her homework right away, because she knew a little effort now meant much more time for fun later. And the scary mountain of unfinished homework never appeared in her dreams again. That's how Taya learned to be a little more diligent, and homework became her friend. The end, my darling. Good night.